Hello, welcome back to another session of learning. And in this video lesson, you're going to learn about the auxiliary verbs, or what are called as the helping verbs. So, shall we learn about them? Good to go? Here we go. So, before we learn about the auxiliary verbs or the helping verbs, let us first recollect what a verb is. A verb is an action word. For example, Satish reads a novel frequently. What does Satish do? Reads. He is climbing a tree. What is he doing? Climbing. So these words, climb or read, these are all action words. So a verb is an action word. A verb is a word that tells us about the state of being of a subject, which is either a noun or a pronoun. For example, if I say Satish is a businessman, the verb is there because it is telling us about the state of being of Satish, or what is the condition of Satish, or what Satish is. So Satish, so a verb is also a word that tells us about the state of being of a subject. Now look at this example. Satish has a car. Now the word has is also a verb because it tells us about a possession. One thing that you need to remember always is that no sentence in English exists without a verb. A verb is compulsory. A subject may be there, may not be there. An object may be there, may not be there. They might be implied, but the presence of a verb is essential for a sentence. So is that clear about the verb now? Now we'll look at the auxiliary verbs. Now here you see in front of you the types of verbs. There are two types of verbs: main verbs or action words. For example, eat, sleep, drink, play, dance, read. And in my previous videos you have learnt about the regular verbs and the irregular verbs, which are both action words alone. And you have also learnt about the conjugation of those verbs, that is the to infinitive or the infinitive or the base form of the verb, the S form of the verb, the past form of the verb, the past participle form of the verb, and the present participle form of the verb. For example, eat, to eat are the basic forms. Eats is the S form. Ate is the past form. Eaten is the past participle form, and eating is the present participle form. And eat is an irregular verb, while for example play, plays, played, played, and playing. Now that is a regular verb because it ends with ed. The past form and the past participle form both end with ed. So that's a quick recap of the main verb, the action words, the regular and the irregular verbs. Now if you look further, the verbs are further divided into auxiliary verbs or the helping verbs. Now the main auxiliary verbs are the be form, the do form, and the have form. And we also have the modal auxiliary verbs. For example, can, could, will, would, shall, should, may, might, ought to, have to, used to, must. Now you've seen in front of you the auxiliary verbs or the helping verbs, which are further divided into main auxiliary verbs and the modal auxiliary verbs. But what is their function? Now that is what we'll learn in just a while. Okay, here we are going to first discuss about the main auxiliary verbs. What are they? Now if you let's go point wise there. Main auxiliary verbs are the main helping verbs. Now these are what they are: am, is, was, are, were, been, being, to be, have, has, had, having, to have, do, does, did, done, doing, to do. Now these are the main auxiliary verbs or the main helping verbs. They function both as main verbs and also as the helping verbs. Now if you look at this example here, he has a laptop. He has eaten his breakfast. Now, if you look at the first sentence, he has a laptop. The only verb that is there in that sentence is has. So, has is the main verb. Now, look at this next sentence. He has eaten his breakfast. Now, which is the verb there? Eaten, right? So, eaten is the main verb and the helping verb is has. So, you see there, these verbs, these main auxiliary verbs function both as main verbs as well as helping verbs according to the situation in the sentence. Is that clear? Good. They help in forming proper sentence structure. How is that? Now look at this. She is a teacher. She is teaching. Now there are two sentences. Let's remove is. She a teacher? She teaching? Does it make any sense? Is there a proper sentence structure there? So the verb is critical to maintain the proper sentence structure. Is that clear? Good. Now, these main auxiliary verbs help us in the formation of tenses, statements of facts, subject verb agreement, questions, negatives, and question tags. Now, you look at this example here in the fourth one. We are driving home. It tells us about the tense. We are driving home. That means now. Right? He was a soldier. Past tense, and it is also making a statement. He was a soldier. Statement of fact. Are you attending the party tonight? That's a question. Now, if you look at all these, we is plural, are. The verb is also plural. Subject verb agreement. He was a soldier. He is singular subject. Was is also a singular verb. No one is absent today. No one is singular subject and is the singular verb. Subject verb agreement you've seen there. Questions also there. Are you attending the party tonight? So I use the helping verbs to form a question there. I'm not. Negatives. I'm not attending. That is what. So am I invited to? Question again. They are coming today. Aren't they? Now aren't they is a question tag. So you see this very, very clearly that these main auxiliary verbs or the main helping verbs help us to form appropriate tenses, statements of facts, subject verb agreement, questions, negative, question tags. I hope this is clear now. So these main auxiliary verbs are also called the primary auxiliary verbs. Primary is main, just another name. And we can also use these to make contractions. So for example, is not, I can say isn't. Right. Then do not is don't. Right. So we can also make contractions. So this is what is the function of the main auxiliary verbs, and I hope you've understood what they do. So far you have learnt about the main auxiliary verbs or the primary auxiliary verbs. But we also have the second kind of auxiliary verbs, which are called the modal auxiliary verbs. What are they? I would like you to pay very close attention again here. As per the points we will discuss here. Modal auxiliary verbs are verbs that express possibility, intention, permission, ability, obligation, compulsion, etc. What are they? For example, look at this sentence here. May I borrow your pen? Now, though that looks like a question, but I'm actually asking a permission. When I say she can lift this box, I'm talking about her ability. Alright. I will travel tomorrow. It could also mean intention. They may watch the IPL tonight. It also talks about a possibility. So you see, these are the various ways these modal auxiliary verbs are used. Okay. They are used with main verbs or the action verbs. Now you look at that very closely. May I borrow your pen? Which is the verb there? Of course, may is the modal auxiliary verb. But where is the other verb? Yes, right. It is borrow. In the second sentence, she can lift this box. Can is the modal auxiliary verb and lift is the main verb. He will travel. Now, will is the modal auxiliary verb, travel is the main verb. Likewise, may, watch. So, they are used with the main verbs always. Now, they remain the same for all persons, number, gender. He will, she will, they will, I will. It doesn't change. May I, may she, may we. So, you see, it doesn't change at all if as per the person or number or gender. They also form negatives and contractions. You see, can plus not is cannot, and the contraction is can't. Alright. So, they also form questions and questions tags. Say, for example, can you come today? It's a question. It's asking about if there is any such possibility. He can come today, can't he? Now that's a question tag, right? Can't he is the question tag. Now look at that. They don't have the S form or the ing form or the ed form. They have only those two forms, can and could. May, might, shall, should, will, would. Is that clear? And so these are all used for language functions alone primarily. So you see these expressing possibility, expressing intention, seeking permission, talking about one's ability, talking about obligation, compulsion, etc., willingness. What are they? All of these are nothing but language functions, the functions for which we use language. So when I say it might rain today, he can solve the puzzle. I will help you, don't worry. I'm always talking here in all this, I'm talking about various situations or conditions for which language is used. So these are language functions. Alright, I hope you have got some idea of what modal auxiliary verbs are. More of this will come up very soon at a later time. So let us have a quick recap of what auxiliary verbs are. Auxiliary verbs are helping verbs. They could be main verbs or helping verbs. And which are these? They are to be, to do, and to have forms alone. They are useful in expressing tenses, mood, question, negatives, voice, etc. And the modal auxiliary verbs are useful for language functions like expressing willingness, asking permission, expressing possibilities, abilities, etc. So these are the functions of the auxiliary verbs, and this is just a brief introduction to auxiliary verbs. You will learn about all of these in greater detail in the coming lessons. Ready for that? Yeah, good. Thank you so much. Thank you once again for watching my channel. Thank you again for liking. Please do like if you like the effort that I've put in here and you find these videos useful. Please do like. Please post your comments. I will be very, very thrilled and happy and awaiting your comments. If you have any questions or queries, please also post them so that I can help you in improving your learning further. Please do subscribe my channel, and if you have already subscribed to my channel, please do share my channel with anybody who's interested in learning, your family, friends, relatives, anybody who's interested in learning. And thank you so much for patronizing my channel, The English Bricks. So take care, and very soon we'll be coming back with another lesson in the series of verbs. Till then, take care, God bless, stay safe.